Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I believe Kamala Harris may win the election with a 7-state landslide win, plus maybe Texas, plus maybe Florida, maybe even Iowa. So let's first start off with the state of Florida. Now over here, Biden lost to Donald Trump by 3.3%, 3.3 points in this case, in 2020 election. And in terms of votes, that's about 370,000 votes. Now, why did he lose? And this is going to be my master thesis equivalent of the election forecast. Why did he lose? A lot of people say, well, that's because Biden wasn't able to capitalize on, the suburbs, right? But I find that argument pretty weak. Because if we take an actual look, a very detailed look, now this map by New York Times, fantastic. Let's take a look. Why did Biden lose? This is 2020 results. If we go down over here to Miami-Dade County, where Miami is, okay, from now on, I'm going to call the city as the county, unless the city is not clearly displayed, then I'll just call it a county. In this case, Miami. Biden won Miami by 7.4 points. Now, is that a good win? Is that a bad win? We'll see, okay? But over here, he won by about 80,000 plus votes. For a state like Miami, for a state like Florida, these are not gargantuan, okay? Now, let's go to Broward County. This is a good win. He almost won by twice. So this is good. This wins him 280,000. This is a good win. Going up the East Coast, Palm Beach County. Again, this is a small win, less than 100,000, 99,000 votes. Not good enough. It's good that he wins. Not good enough. Okay, once you go further up, okay, you start seeing cracks in Biden's performance. Martin County, Biden lost by 25. Again, almost half now to Donald Trump. Now, this is a small county compared to the large cities. But then when you go up, a small margin, but he lost in Lucy. That's the second place he lost. You go up here, Indian River lost big time. Again, not too many votes, 20,000 votes, but he lost another place. Palm Bay, this is bad. Joe Biden lost Palm Bay by about 50,000 votes. Or is it 60? I'll say 50,000 votes. Okay? Now you go up to Daytona Beach. Biden lost again by 43,000 votes. You go up here, Flagler County. Biden lost another 15,000 votes. St. John's lost again by 40,000 votes. Go to Jacksonville. Finally, he wins, but barely, by less than 20,000 votes. On the East Coast side of Florida, Biden lost how many cities? He won one city, maybe two or three cities, lost every other city. This game of election, it's not about suburbs. This game of election is about cities. And we'll start with Florida, but we'll go through all 7 swing states. I'm going to prove to you the game of elections is not like the news pundits will tell you, it's suburbs. It's not the suburbs. It's a game of cities. And for those of you who are early, what's up, JP? What's up, Logan, McKinsey, Frosty? What's up, guys? Give you all some love. And let's quickly go back to the map. Look, okay, now that's on the East Coast. You think that's bad? Okay, let's look at the Gulf side. Okay, Monroe, Joe Biden lost. Collier, Joe Biden lost. Cape Coral, lost. Oh my God. Charlotte, lost. Sarasota, lost. Bradenton, lost. Okay. Pinellas, or is it called Pinellas? Biden won by 1,200 votes. Tampa, he won, but by less than 50,000 votes. Okay. Pasco, lost. Spring Hill, lost big time. Citrus, lost. He just lost. Of the Levi County, lost. Dixie, lost. It goes on and on and on. Tallahassee, yeah, he won. Yeah, he won pretty nice here. It's plus 50,000. Panama City, lost. Oh my God. Apalachicola, lost. Pensacola, lost. He's losing cities, right? Ocala lost. Gainesville won by like 39,000. Okay, like Kissimmee won by 100 plus thousand. Okay, this is a pretty sizable win. But again, like look at the number of cities Biden's are losing. Okay, look at the like he lost most cities, like decently sized, not like small like city cluster type cities. Like these are decently sized even within Florida, right? Even like when it comes to the wins, like you look at Miami-Dade County, like this is not a big enough win, right? You should be like winning Miami by like upwards of 200,000, 150,000 minimum, right? He should be winning like Broward. He should be look at like he should be winning like this. And despite the fact that he lost so many cities in Florida, he only lost by 3.3 points, right? Like, and again, like this is all Daniel Creative. Appreciate all your insight and effort. Thank you so much for tuning in. I couldn't have done this without y'all. Look, elections, like I said, is a game about cities. Suburbs, do they matter? Yeah, they kind of matter, but they're nowhere near as influential as cities. If Kamala Harris, so as to win a little more from Miami, a little more from Marty, like start chaining up these East Coast. Forget about everything else. Forget about the Gulf side, okay? Just win the East Coast by like, let's find a place where Biden won, okay? Like just win by like plus 13, okay? Just win by Palm Beach level. This is not a good win, by the way. Palm Beach should be going like 500,000 to like 250,000, right? That's a good win. That's a solid win in most cities that will be going through. We go to other places, even in swing states, right? You will see like the numbers are almost double. But again, let's just say she wins the East Coast side of Florida by this much and maintain the same loss. We don't let her win too big. Like we'll make her lose just as bad as Biden did in every other part of Florida that win East Coast only semi-convincingly. Guess what? She flips Florida. Those are the numbers. It's not about the suburbs. Like all these news pundits tell about suburbs. No, it's not suburbs. Okay, let's move on from Florida. Let's take a look at the other swing states. By the way, I call Florida a swing state. At least it's in play. Okay, let's move up to the state of North Carolina. Okay, let's hover over North Carolina. For those of you who are in right now, for the early people, for the early birds, thank you, 30 of you. Let's go back to the map. North Carolina, people keep telling us about suburbs. It's not about suburbs, okay? Look, here's Greensboro, and this is a Biden's map, and he barely lost North Carolina by like 1 point something points, right? Less than 2 points. Charlotte, this is what a sorry about that. This is what a city win looks like. Look at Mecklenburg County, where Charlotte is. This is 2-1. This is what a win looks like. Okay, all of these other places where Biden like quote unquote won, like in Miami. This is not a win. This is bad. This is a city. This is bad. This is not a good win. Okay, I prefer he win than loses, but this is not a good win. Charlotte. This is what a regular win looks like. Okay, this is a regular win. We'll go to Texas, Austin later on in the stream, and we'll show you what a real win looks like. But as of now, this is an acceptable win from a city. Okay, this is what it looks like. But then you take a look at where Greensboro is. It's starting to wait a bit. You know, he's winning. Like you look at plus 23, you would think like it's daunting. But if you look at the number of votes he's winning by plus 23, it's like less than 70,000 votes, right? And you take a look at Durham County. This is a win. Look at Durham County. This is a win, right? This is what win 100,000 more votes from Durham County. Okay, Orange County, good win. Like not a lot of votes, but this is a good number. Oh my God, Alamance. Okay, we'll come back to all these places. Why Biden lost North Carolina? Okay, you take a look at Jacksonville. Biden lost another city. Okay, you look at Wilmington. Biden barely won a city. Okay, Kitty Hawk. Biden lost a city. Asheville. He won 30,000, not so convincingly. Hickory lost, and like he's losing too many cities in North Carolina. It's always about the cities. It's not the suburbs, right? Only if he won Jacksonville, and maybe he won Hickory, or maybe like Kitty Hawk. Like if he won all the cities, he would have flipped North Carolina. North Carolina only lost by like 74,000 votes. Or he could like perhaps win Greensboro harder, right? None of this is about suburbs, right? The suburb, they can be as red as they can. The only reason why Democrats will lose a state, there are three reasons. I'll tell y'all right now. And then I'm gonna go back to the map. I'm gonna tell you right now. There are three things the Democrats will watch, and if they get 2 out of these 3, they're almost certain to win the state. No matter what state, it could be freaking Utah, could be out there in Oklahoma, Kansas, could be Montana. If they make 2 out of the 3 conditions, they win the state. Period. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Owen from Ohio made the life. Thank you for being here. I also think Florida is a swing state, as Gen Z and Democrats in Miami-Dade County, they need to show up more, and that's why Biden lost. Like I said, okay, there are three things that Democrats must win, and if they win 2 out of the 3, I'm sounding like Alan Lichtman here with the 13 keys. Okay, there are 3 keys. If Democrats win 2 of the keys, they win a state. You know what it is? 1, city center, like literal the city. Win the city, and that's one condition. That sometimes that's not enough, right? Sometimes that is enough, like in the case of Arizona and Nevada, because they have what I call capitals, and not capitals in terms of the municipal level, right? Like the capital, the actual capital of Arizona. I'm talking about Phoenix. I'm talking about Las Vegas, right? Sometimes the cities are so daunting, they're so dominant in the state. I think Phoenix has like 2/3 of all the votes from Arizona, right? In that case, winning the cities alone, probably good enough for the Democrat to win the whole state. But in most cases, that's not good enough. At least they have to win the second thing, okay? And that is called the Greater Metro Area, which is the ring of counties around the central county where the central city is. If they are able to win, well, 1, cities, and 2, greater metro area, they're almost for certainty taking the state, no matter what state it is. Now, for the third condition, and if they win this one too, they win the state no matter what. And that is what I call a city link. And that is 1 city here, another city here, and they're winning the roadway network in between the 2 cities. Right? So 1 city here, 1 city here, they're winning this county, this county, this county. For however little win that is, if they are able to form a network like this, they win. All these other little patches from elsewhere, they're not related to cities, they're not on the path of cities, don't care. As long as they win 2 out of 3 conditions, they're 95% winning the state, no matter what state it is. Okay, we'll take a look at example. Right here in North Carolina, okay? What happens? You look at the city. Okay, first of all, the influence of Charlotte, not enough influence. Look at the rings around Charlotte. Lost. Biden lost. Lincoln lost. Iredell lost. Rowan lost. Stanley lost. Like all these. Okay, these are not suburbs. Suburbs are usually referred to like residential areas outside of main cities where people like drive to work from because they reside. They don't want to pay the high cost of living at city centers, so like they just buy a house or rent somewhere in the suburbs. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the counties, the surrounding counties, right outside of the county where it harbors the largest city, right? So this is what I call 1 ring out. This is the first ring out of Charlotte. You'll see actually in places where Democrats win hard, they win the city and the surrounding counties, and that just kills it. They just win, okay? Look around Charlotte, a ring of loss around Charlotte. This in itself is like cutting Charlotte's win proportion. You look at Charlotte, you're like, wow, he won by what, 120, 200, almost 200,000 votes in just Charlotte, the county of Charlotte, Mecklenburg alone. But then you add up these like votes. There's like 30,000 here, lost by 20,000. Lost by like another 30,000, lost by 25,000, another loss here by 10,000, another loss here by 20,000, another loss by 30 something thousand. And then you realize If you lose the ring around the city, your city win immediately goes from 200,000 to like 50,000. And when you lose all these other like rural areas, they add up, they just start adding up. You are suddenly looking at a loss of the states, right? And this is what I'm talking about. If you want to win, I live in Florida, and thank you, Owen. Oh, thank you, Owen, for Ohio for the super chat. And let me go back to the comments. I think someone wrote something about I live in Florida. I think Dems can flip Florida. I don't see Trump signs like it did in prior election. Frank Mercurial, thank you for the comment. That's what I believe too. As we go back to the map, if you take a look, this is the problem. Like I said, there are three keys Democrats need to win. And once they meet the three keys, they win the state, period. Okay? Cities, like city centers. 2, the ring around the city, the county ring around the city. And 3, city links. The county is linking 2 cities. Right? Even if we maintain Charlotte and the surrounding ring around it as a given, as you know, Trump wins those, look at what happens when you go between Guilford, which is a win from Biden, and a Forsyth County, where it's a win for Biden as well. There is this, okay, I can't actually go in between them because the counties are grouped together, but can you see this like little red patch over here? I'm not sure if you guys can see, like there's a red patch right in between Forsyth and Guilford County. And these places, he's losing votes. The cities are not linked. But when you look at where Raleigh is, okay, Raleigh is somewhere here, okay? I think it's Chatham County. I think it's Durham County, right? Raleigh is somewhere here. Or is it Wake County? I don't know. Okay, I'm not very good at this. But if you take a look, okay, there's like one little very small red patch here. But for the most part, this entire greater Raleigh to Greensboro, they are linked. Right? Can you see like this is one entire straight going from here to here? But what happens? It stops. It stops at Johnston. It stops at Harnett. It stops at Cumberland. Right? Sampson stops. It's all stopping. Right? It's not continuing down to Wilmington. Right? It's not continuing down to Jacksonville. In fact, he lost Jacksonville. There's no possible way you can link to a winning city if you lose that city. Right? So again, if he won, let's say he won the city, okay, he did win Wilmington, but Wilmington, sorry, but honestly, it's not a great win. But if he's able to complete this little segment here between Charlotte and Greensboro and over here at Raleigh, which we can't see, but it's right here, if he can like wipe away some reds here, there are a lot of votes in these like red areas. There are a lot of votes. Wipe away some red here, wipe away some red here, win like these like 3 or 4 counties, and like win like a few of the Charlotte ring. That's it. She doesn't need the suburbs. Okay, I know there are suburbs within these pathways between the cities, but that's not the exact places she needs to win. She needs to win one again. She has to win the city. Like if she can win Jacksonville harder, if she can win Wilmington harder, she can win Asheville harder, that's good. But that's only one key. In most cases, that's not good enough. Unless, again, you're in Arizona or Nevada, where there's like huge cities like Las Vegas, Reno, or Phoenix. In most states, that's not enough. You have to win either the ring outside of it or a city link. And this is why Biden is not winning, on top of the fact that he's losing cities, or at least not winning hard enough. He's losing Jacksonville by plus 30 to Trump. Not a big city, but he's losing cities. So again, once, and this is what I feel, okay, Kamala Harris will win Raleigh way harder than Biden did. She's going to crush Charlotte. And what that's going to do is that the greater influence of the city will start spreading around these other counties around it. And she will flip some of these counties. She will blue and turn these like little red patches bluer and link up Charlotte and Greensboro. And if she's able to do that, also win Jacksonville, win Asheville a bit harder, that's a win for North Carolina. Like that's it. All she needs to do is win cities harder so that the cities can form an alliance, a geographical alliance. That's what she needs. She doesn't need quote unquote the suburbs. Okay, there's it's again like the news pundits, they're just repeating these things. They're not looking into the numbers like we are doing right here. And let's go back. Okay, North Carolina, we're done. North Carolina. Let's go back to Georgia. Okay, let's go to Georgia first before we go all the way up. You look at Atlanta, massive city. Okay, Fulton County, like look at how imposing Atlanta is. Okay, Atlanta is located right within Fulton County, right? But look at the surrounding counties beside Atlanta. Clayton, plus 71 Biden. Do you guys see this? Look at this. Plus 71 Biden, right? There's like 80,000, 85% to 14%. You look at DeKalb County, plus 67, 308,000 versus 58. That's 250 additional thousand vote from DeKalb County alone. Look at how dominating Atlanta is. And then you look at Gwinnett County, plus 18. Like even the smaller one, Cobb County, smaller wins. Douglas County. This is what you want. This is what Kamala Harris wants for Charlotte, right? This is what she wants for Greensboro. This is what she wants for Raleigh, which is somewhere between here. Look at the presence of Atlanta. This is what gave Joe Biden win. He won Atlanta, the city, and he won a second key, which is the ring around the city. He won the whole ring. He won the entire. Look, Atlanta is right here. He won the entire ring. He lost I think he lost Rome. He lost Dalton. He won Columbus, but not decisively. I think he lost Lagrange, Macon or Macon, however you pronounce it. Like he lost some other place. Savannah, I think he won, but barely. But look at this. He wins the ring around the city, and he wins. 2 keys. Remember, 2 keys. You need the city, and you need the ring around the city. If you're able to do that, you win. And when it comes to Georgia, it's a bit more special because he did not need to win like some of these other cities because Atlanta is huge, right? Georgia feels like in between North Carolina and Arizona, right? Arizona's got Phoenix and that's kind of it. But Georgia's got Atlanta and some other decently sized city like Athens, like Columbus. They're not. They don't have zero presence, but again, if you win Atlanta, if she wins Atlanta, if she expands her lead in just Atlanta alone, let's not talk about all these other places. Let's say her presence remains only Biden level, right? In every single other area in Georgia, but only expand Atlanta lead and the surrounding areas, she wins Georgia convincingly by more than 2 points. That's what I'm saying. You live in Miami-Dade County. Let's go back to your comment. Right, exactly. I think Miami-Dade can go back to blue. That's what I'm thinking too. And again, let's visit the map. We go to another swing state of Pennsylvania. Let's take a look. Okay, you know what? Let's take a look at South Carolina. Why did Biden lose South Carolina? It's the same rhetoric, okay? Florence lost. Okay, Orangeburg won. Good. Greenville lost. How much did he lose from Greenville? Almost 50,000. He lost cities. Camden lost. Myrtle Beach, huge loss. In South Carolina, he's losing the city. He already lost the most important key. And obviously, if you lose a city, you can't form a city ring, and you definitely can't form a city link. So you lose all 3 keys. You lose the state. It's pretty simple. It's really all that simple. That's all you need. Forget about suburbs and the rurals. You don't have to contest. That's a Republican problem. That's not a Democrat problem. If Democrat wins, look at this. Look at how dominating Pennsylvania is. Look at the Philadelphia area and all its surrounding county. Bucks County, Montgomery County, Chester County. Look at Delaware County. Just based off of Philadelphia, where Biden crushed it, okay? Biden crushed it. This is almost 50,000, 470,000 additional votes just from Philadelphia. Look at how dominating a big win in a big city looks like. Look at the entire ring. Every single county, one whole ring around it, all went to Biden by decent mark, 27, 17, 26. Even the smallest one, 4.4. But once you go out of there, the effect weakens, right? You look at Allentown, a bit weaker showing. You go Northampton, Reading, lost Lancaster, right? And if Harrisburg, barely a win. We'll take a look at Pittsburgh later. But if, again, first of all, Harris maintains the win in Philadelphia, if she can win like Harrisburg harder, actually win Lancaster, actually win Reading, actually win Allentown. Oh my camera just shut down. Oh my god. Never mind. All she needs to do, again, it's not about the suburbs, it's not about rural areas. Just win the cities. If she can win the cities, Pennsylvania will no longer be a swing state. It'll be safe Democratic. It'll be likely Democratic. It's that simple. It will no longer be a toss-up. It will at least be a lean Democrat state. And this is what we must keep telling ourselves. We have to keep telling ourselves. Dr. Luis, he'll give an analysis of the latest early voting in swing states, how it will impact the final result on November 5th. I'll do that right after I go through the maps. Look, again, we'll go to Pittsburgh. This is plus 20, not good enough. Biden's number here, not good enough. And because when it's not good enough, what happens to the surrounding area? Guys, all of you listening, what happens to the surrounding area when the city is not a massive win? Okay, we take a look. Trump wins Beaver County. Trump wins Butler County. Armstrong. Westmoreland. Washington County. Fate County. When you only barely win, and by the way, this is barely winning. It has to be like 2-1 in a city to count as a decent win. You probably need like 3-1, 4-1 to count as a big win to like really take it. Look at Philadelphia. How much of a win is that? Plus 60, 81%. That's 4-1. Look at what happens when you win 4-1. All these cities, all these other county around it goes to Biden by big numbers. But what happens when you win by like plus 20? Like 60-40, like barely winning. Not even 60, like 59. What happens? All the rings with like huge populations around the city center all goes to Trump. And when this happens, it's dead even, because once you go even further out into the rural areas where there are not a lot of votes, but there are a lot of land, and they add up the total number of votes, it starts to even out. Why is my camera sleeping once again? I hate this. What is going on? Okay, I know what's going on. My OBS is acting up again. Okay, I'm back. Myrtle Beach was hella Trump heavy when I visited. Seawood, thank you for coming in. Christian Vows, that's not good. And again, like, this is what I've been hitting point home, right? Look at Erie County or Erie County. What is this win? This is like barely a win. Like, he's not winning. Biden is not winning cities hard enough. This is why he barely won Pennsylvania. Scranton, this is not a big enough win. Hazleton lost. Williamsport lost. Allentown barely winning. Reading lost. Lancaster lost. All Harris has to do is win all these other. I think she was in Harrisburg one time, wasn't she? Like, if she wins Harrisburg, Lancaster, and Reading, forget about encroaching larger territories around Pittsburgh. She wins like these 3 cities. That's it. Pennsylvania is pretty much solidly in the Democrats' hand coming this election. It's that simple. It's all that simple. It's not. We don't need like insane big brain math. It's a simple system. 3 keys, 1 city, 2 city ring, 3 city links. Get 2 keys, you win. Lose, only get 1 key. You can only dependably win depending on the state. If it's like Arizona, with only 1 large city, then you can scrape by. If you lose all 3, you lose. If you win all 3, you win. Very simple. Look at Ohio. Why did Biden lose Ohio? Again, it's very simple. You look at Cleveland, he won by plus 34. Akron, only 9.6, but because it's 67-32, it's like 3-2. Not a big win. What happens? Look at the county beside it. Medina, lost. Look at the county beside it. Portage, lost. Look at the county beside it. Geauga, lost. Look at the Lake County, lost. This is what happens when you don't dominate the city. And look at Youngstown, he lost Youngstown, he lost cities, okay? Columbus, pretty decent win, but not good enough. Again, it's 3-2, it's less than 3-2, not good enough. Surrounding counties, Licking, lost. Delaware, I mean, it's just, again, it's lost. When you don't dominate a city, you lose everything around the city. It's not just you win a city, oh, good, you win. You have to win it hard so you can win everything, all the counties around it. Dayton, Dude, this is a garbage win. Okay, this is a garbage win. Look at everything. Plus 57 Trump. Like this plus 60 something. This is a garbage win. Right? Cincinnati. Not good. The moment he moves out Cincinnati, lose. Lost. Everything's a loss. See? Like Athens County, sure, he got a surprise win in the middle of nowhere. Chillicothe lost. I mean, you see the problem I'm pointing out to you here? JJ Warner 75. You are the medication to my political anxiety. Shout out from Washington State. Thank you. And again, like I say, if you're gonna pay attention to all these like shilling news outlets and all these like negative doom speaking sort of quote unquote left tubers, you're not gonna sleep well at night, because all they're doing is they look at biased and self-sponsored posts by Donald Trump on 538 and like reporting those garbage skewed numbers and like keep you anxious, because they become useful idiots to the mainstream media. And what's the point of alternative media if you're just gonna be a lackey for the mainstream media? But you know what? Let's go back to the election map. Michigan. Okay, I think we don't got data for Detroit, but honestly, he probably won Detroit hard. And what happens when he crushes Detroit? He wins Oakland. He wins Ann Arbor. You see what I'm talking about? He wins Lansing. He wins Flint. Okay, this is a patch. Livingston that he should have won, but he did not, because he did not win Flint hard enough. So the votes are escaping from this side. As you go up, you see it's like escaping from Flint, because Flint is not cornering the votes. Everyone else is doing great. Oakland not good enough, right? Detroit is right here. So these two patches, if Kamala Harris wins Flint hard enough, wins Flint and Oakland hard enough, wins these two places hard enough, this place is free, because it's being sandwiched by all the cities around it. It has no choice but turn blue. Grand Rapids, not a good win. This is a garbage win. Everything around it lost to Trump, right? And over here at Kalamazoo, lost. Oh, he won, but again, like these are not convincing me. If he won here big, this county over here, Allegan County, he would have won. It's all about a city. It's a game of cities, not suburbs. Stop telling me about suburbs. Okay, you can call these places suburbs, but you don't win suburbs by winning suburbs. You win suburbs by winning the cities around it. You can't just magically, I'm going to win suburbs. How? How many suburbs are there all over the country? How are you going to win them? One by one? Go one by foot? That's insane, right? Like Michigan, he won. He won because he dominated Detroit. And because he dominated Detroit, he also won Ann Arbor bigly, and he won Oakland County for free. Because he dominated Detroit, which you have no data on, but he won. He won Lansing by big margins, right? And you look at what happens. When we win Lansing by 3-2, he only lost Eaton County by 0.8 as compared to around Grand Rapids, where he lost like plus 40, plus 38 to Trump. Right? If it's just a bit more imposing, he would have won Eaton County, right? Even Clinton County, right above it, lost by only 6.5. Right? Once you go further out, he starts losing bigly. So increase her presence around cities, win. Increase Flint, it's going to sandwich everything in the middle, and she will win Michigan. Here's the thing. Do you guys think Kamala Harris is doing better in cities than Joe Biden, or worse? If she's doing better, it's going to be a landslide, period. It's going to be a landslide. It's going to be a huge landslide. Superman, keep us informed, bro. Thank you. Skipped a meal. Thank you. Wildheart, the city's determined to win. Thank you, Wildheart. You should just join me on the commentary. You're so brilliant. If she wins the city hard, she wins. That's it. Largest population people in cities, 2 spread out in the county. Exactly. And the point I'm making is, when you win the city, you also win the surrounding counties around the city if you win the city hard enough. Like Joe Biden did in Philadelphia. Plus 64. Look at what happens in Philadelphia. Plus 64 in Philadelphia. Plus 4.4 in Bucks. Plus 26 in Montgomery. Plus 17 in Chester. Plus 37 in Newcastle. Oh, okay, this is Delaware, sorry. Delaware County is in Pennsylvania, and he won that by plus 27. It's like, when you win hard like this, you win everything around it. The problem with Pittsburgh, he only won by 20 points, and everything around it, it's Trump land. right? So, and again, you look at Ohio, Cleveland, plus 34, not good enough. Everything around it, Trumpland, right? Akron, I would consider this a fortunate win, but everything around it. If he won Cleveland and Akron hard and Youngstown and actually win Youngstown, everything this county, Geauga County, Portage County, and the county where Trumbull, where Youngstown is, like this part is gonna be cut off. Canton County, like this part, this stretch here, this little corner with Ashtabula here is gonna cut it off. This entire stretch is gonna win. Right over here, you look at how nicely laid out. Look at the path to victory. Can you guys see the faintly red counties going from Columbus to Dayton? This is where the road network is. Can you see the faintly red parts? I'm gonna put my mouse away from Dayton to Columbus. Can you see this? Can you see the little red things around Columbus? Like it's barely red. Can you see it? That's because he only won 3-2 in the major city. That's not good enough. You need to win at least like 3-1. And if he does, these surrounding counties, like look at how slim Delaware County is in Ohio, right? In Ohio, we're talking about. He's just not winning the city hard enough. If he wins, like look at the trail is showing itself. Look at the trail between Cincinnati and Dayton. Like if Democrats win this trail, it's over. They win this trail, and look at Parkersburg. There's a trail going here. Can you guys see the trail? There's a trail going from Columbus to Mansfield to Akron. Can you guys see it? Like if all they need to do again is to win the cities big enough to win the surrounding counties or build a trail, which will require you to win the cities big, like they did in Pennsylvania, which is why they'll win. When people tell me Pennsylvania is a swing state, it's a toss-up. No, it's not even a swing state, it's a toss-up. Toss into where? Into the garbage bin? Like if Harris locks down Philadelphia and wins even bigger in Pittsburgh, which she probably will, she's gonna lock down Pennsylvania. Where's the toss-up? Where's the toss-up? Like you guys have got to explain this. She went to Harrisburg one time, and because she's going there, she might win Dauphin County big, and that's gonna affect Lancaster because Lancaster is not that far away from where Philadelphia and its surrounding county is. She's gonna win this part. She might lock down Lancaster and affect Reading, and Allentown is already won. Like that's gonna cut the entire southeast side of Pennsylvania, and that's it. It's gonna be a landslide win of Pennsylvania alone. When they say it's a toss what? Just toss what? I live in Erie County in Pennsylvania. Welcome, and like. It's ridiculous. Like if you keep listening to these like insane news outlets, you'll go insane because they're insane. They don't look at the numbers. They say whatever they want. They don't look at the map. They don't analyze the geography. They don't hover over the numbers and like think about how these numbers are working, why they're related. They don't think anything about that, right? It's like again, like Kenosha. Like Kenosha is weak. You know, he lost Kenosha. See, you can't do that. He won Milwaukee 3-2. Again, not good enough. This is not good enough. Look at Madison. Look, again, like I keep demonstrating this to you guys. When you win 4-1, look at the surrounding areas. He won Sauk County. He won Iowa County. We'll take a look at Iowa just for convenience. Like he did lose Columbia County by 1.5. But again, like Dane County, where Madison is no Pittsburgh. Okay, it's no Philadelphia, right? It's plus 53. It's a good win. This is the type of win where you start to see the surrounding counties going blue. Janesville is a city, so it doesn't count, right? But Milwaukee, it's not hard enough. And he lost Kenosha, which is right beside Milwaukee. So this is why Wisconsin, what is this Mini doing out here? No idea. Green Bay lost. Oshkosh lost, La Crosse barely won, Eau Claire barely won. Like, come on. This is why Wisconsin is so shaky. Because he's not winning Milwaukee hard enough. He's losing some pretty large cities. As long as Kamala Harris wins harder in Milwaukee, she locks down Wisconsin. If she wins Milwaukee like Biden won Madison, she wins Wisconsin. It will no longer be a toss-up. It's all about the cities. Landslide win blue. Exactly. Jovi Santos. This is my prediction. will Harris win cities harder overall? If the answer is yes, there's no possibility Trump could win. Zero. Okay, if Harris wins cities harder, she will win harder. Period. It doesn't matter what rural force Donald Trump could summon out of the races down south. Doesn't matter. City dominates. He dominates the area surrounding it. It dominates the roadways connecting cities. We go to take a look at Iowa, right? Not good enough. Like, this is not a good win. This is not a good win. Period. Right? And then you look at Johnson's County. This is, I guess, a pretty good win. But you see, again, like, even in Iowa, when you win big like this, look at Cedar Rapids. He wins because he's winning this place kind of hard. He wins other places around it. And it's that simple. Waterloo, not big enough. Dubuque, lost. Fort Dodge, lost. Davenport, I think he lost to. I can't hover. I don't understand why I can't do that. But like Iowa, win harder. Like, win harder. And she could win Iowa if she just win the cities. There's like freaking no one out here. Now, all these places, like there's like one place over here that's like more than 10,000 votes. It's like there's another one out here. Like, all these places, they don't got no votes. Look at the amount of votes here. That's like what? This matches like 15 other rural areas combined if they all voted for the same person. Like, look at all these places. Look at this place. This is like another 10 different counties, rural counties. This is the reason why they were not winning cities. Biden did not win cities in Iowa hard enough for him to win the state. And again, let's go to Arizona. I think we talked about it a few times. I just want to show you. Arizona, Phoenix. This is not good enough. But, I mean, it's good enough for Arizona, particularly because Phoenix has like 2/3 of the votes or something. And Prescott, Flagstaff, like, they're completely overshadowed by Phoenix. I think, like, this is... And again, if Phoenix went to Kamala Harris harder than it went to Biden, that's it. Like, Phoenix, look at the margin between Phoenix. It's the margin of Arizona, 50-48. This is the margin. All she needs to do, win Phoenix. Is she gonna win Phoenix? Probably. Now, all these people saying Trump is 6 points ahead in Arizona. What that translates literally to being 6 points ahead in Phoenix. Is he? If your answer is well, no. Well, then how the hell is he 6 points ahead? Look at all these other areas, like, where there's like freaking nobody. Like, I mean, not nobody, but like, these are not 2 million votes. These are not 2 million votes. Like, all of these places summed up, including Prescott and Flagstaff, they don't go anywhere near 2 million votes. So, like, when they say things like, when these like fake polls, these Trump-sponsored polls, Angela Wyburn, you should be on the campaign team. You start just talking to 94 people on YouTube. Thank you. I love your compliment. I wish you'll hire me, but it's a bit too late. I'll be there in 2028, okay? Come on. I hope. Madam Harris, please give me a job. Please give me a real job. Thank you. Long Castleton, Trump is he's toast, brother. Owen from Ohio. I think given the Brown fight in Harris as opposed to Biden, the blue spots in Ohio will be bigger. I'd love to see her win Ohio. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard. She has to flip many cities in Ohio. That's a tough call. I would say she probably won't win Ohio, but it's gonna put Ohio into the lean column, into a swing state of 2028. And that's good. That's good progress. We can't go like, oh, she wins Reagan style 1984. You know, that's a bit too much, right? But if she's able to put Ohio into the lean column, she's winning by a landslide. Again, look at Nevada. Las Vegas plus 9.5, not a big win. Reno plus 4.5, not a big win. But like, what else is there in Nevada? Look at these entire patches of land. Everything. Okay, look at Reno. Look at Las Vegas. Look at everywhere else. Like, everything else added up, it's not even like up to Reno. Forget about Las Vegas. Everything else added up, it's not even Reno. And you talk about, you know, is Kamala Harris gonna lose Nevada? No, because if she locks down Las Vegas alone, that Las Vegas is more than everything else plus Reno. If she locks down Las Vegas and like wins Reno, she wins Nevada. Like that's it. I mean, for a man who bankrupted casinos, I don't think he's winning Las Vegas. Oh yikes! Oh that burn is good. That burn is good. She should take Michigan. Yeah, she will probably take Michigan because again, let's go back to Michigan. Let's go back to Michigan over here. Detroit, she's crushing Detroit. She's crushing the areas around Detroit. Oakland, she's crushing it. Washington, crushing it. She needs to win Flint harder. She should probably win all these like largest cities a bit harder. But even if she just repeats the performance from Biden, she wins. Like for Michigan, Wisconsin, for Pennsylvania, she's like winning hard. I think Pennsylvania is very safe right now. I mean, it's not 100% safe. If you're in Pennsylvania, you should go out there and vote. Vote early. It's cool. Okay, we're gonna look at some early voting numbers from all the states. Last I remember, Pennsylvania is way blue ahead. Like Pennsylvania is looking very safe. And if Trump loses Pennsylvania, if this happens, Donald Trump has to win both these and Michigan, and that's still not enough. Like, okay, like let's say Kamala Harris loses Wisconsin, she picks up Arizona, that's a win. Like she wouldn't even need Nevada, which she is winning for sure. Michigan, Arizona, Pennsylvania, that's a win. Right, like if she wins Pennsylvania and North Carolina, again, like she wouldn't need Nevada. Like Donald Trump has to win everything else. You know, like the situation is bad right now for Donald Trump. Everyone's saying like Kamala Harris could lose. Donald Trump's more favored to lose. According to who? According to these like fear-baiting news websites, you know, who's like out there, you know, trying to scare y'all, trying to fear-monger. Like, come on. Like this is ridiculous. Guys, it's ridiculous. They got no proof of what they say. They just keep referring to these like Trump-sponsored polls. And they're like, oh, look, the numbers are not good. What? If Texas and Florida are possible, we don't sweat the blue states. Yeah, but the irony is, if those are possible, the rest are already guaranteed. Oh my god! Okay, the last thing we're gonna look at today is going to be Texas. Sweet Texas. Dallas. Okay, look at Austin. Plus 45. Because Austin is a huge win. Again, the pattern follows. When you win cities big, when you win like 3-1, 4-1, we win by big margins, the surrounding counties around it start going bluer. You don't need to hit the suburbs. Hit the city centers. Don't hit the suburbs. It's inefficient. Hit the city. Look at what happens to Austin. And then the county surrounding, like he's still losing by quite a bit. He's winning Williamson, he's winning Hayes. And by the way, Austin, due to all these like abortion issues, Harris is gonna win like Austin by like plus 55, plus 60, and it's gonna flip by some of these other places. Caldwell gonna flip. Blanco maybe not. Burnett maybe not. Williamson's gonna go harder. Like some of these places, Bastrop will flip. And like San Antonio, not big enough. She should win San Antonio by like plus 36, right? Dallas, plus 32, not big enough. But that's able to like nudge some of the... Look at Tarrant County. He won Tarrant County because Dallas won by decent margins, but not large enough. He won Tarrant. All these other places lost. Huge populations going on here. Like look at these, like look at Collin County, right? Look at Denton County, huge counties. Is she going to win Dallas hard? Probably. Houston, look, okay, I'm going to say something about Houston right now, okay? Forget about Dallas. Forget about Austin. Forget about San Antonio, okay? If we go back to Texas, over here, Texas, Joe Biden lost by about 630,000 votes, okay? Look, if Houston was Austin, which is a 4-1, right? Which is a 4-1. If Houston was a 4-1, okay, Harris will be winning something like 1.2 million to 300,000. And that in itself means 900,000 going to 1.2 million, 700,000 going back down to 300 something thousand. That in itself, guys, that in itself will constitute a swing of 700,000 votes. If only, now I know it doesn't seem possible this election cycle at least. If only Houston went Austin, forget about everything else. Forget about El Paso, forget about Cameron, Hidalgo, Starr County, forget about the border. If Houston went Austin, she flips Texas. That's it. It's a win. It's a wrap. Texas is done. Goes blue. Save blue, in fact. You know what that means, right? Like, she don't need all these, like, quote-unquote suburbs. She just need to win cities. She's not winning cities. Yeah, if win big enough, then no challenge. If she wins the city big enough, there's no way to challenge her. And again, all these polls are saying she will lose. She will lose what? Unless you're saying she will lose the cities, she's not going to lose. She's not possible to lose. If she don't lose the cities, how can she lose? There aren't enough votes everywhere else to counter the cities and the surrounding counties around the cities. Come on. I'm so tired of these, like, fear-mongering, like, be left and right. Like, now both the left and the right somehow have this, like, magical coalition in fear-mongering, in anxiety baiting. I'm so sick and tired. You know why? Because whilst the left and the right have a conflict of interest when it comes to ideas, they have an alignment of interest to grab eyeballs. Because they make money from these ad dollars, from all these attention. And guess what gets the most attention? Fear. Okay, so everyone's doing this fear-mongering crap. So you guys understand what's going on, right? I'm not making no hundreds of thousands of dollars from, like, streaming to 100 people on a daily basis. Come on. But you know what? This is journalistic integrity. This is what media should be like. But it is not. It's for eyeballs. And the left and the right, that's why everywhere you go is all negativity. Because it's good for you. It's good for views. Come on. Negativity, fear, doom, the panic, all good for views. But positive news. When was the last time you saw positive news get millions and millions of views? When on any, not just politics. When was the last time some girl who graduated college, top of her class, but came from a poor rural place, and she fought hard in her journey, and she made it at the end, and she's now serving in the United States Air Force as the first woman who is both a pilot and something. When was the last time you saw news like this got 10 million views? You know what's gonna get 10 million views? Young white girl got murdered somewhere in Texas by black guy. But that's gonna get dozens of millions of views. You see the point I'm making? That you can't, okay, guys, we can't, like, really blame the media, because let's be honest, you see fear, you click. You won't, I mean, you click on my video, and thank you for that, but you click on fear way more than you click on positivity. And that's the problem. We are feeding the algorithm. You're not bumping up my videos hard enough. Thank you guys for being here. But we need more, because this is going to funnel people out to vote, because people are dejected. They feel like there's no hope. Like, they feel like the country is going to the garbage bins. Like, they're hopeless. They're feeling like nothing else is going to work. It's ruined. Even if Harris wins, she's not going to fix it because the country is so far gone. Cut the bull crap, okay? Like, cut it. No, she's not losing. She's going to win by a landslide because the numbers are in her favor. The only reason it's not in her favor is because all these news outlets want fear. They want panic. They want eyeballs. Frankly, it's unlikely. It's a game of margin. Harris has a very solid chance. Holiday, thank you. Like, the chance of her losing is like maybe 10%. I'm not saying it's impossible. Like, the chance of her losing is like 10%. And after, let's take a look at the early voting numbers, okay? Early voting results. Okay, let's take a look. By the way, the numbers are not going to be like 2020, because in 2020 there was COVID. Okay, so we have to be fair here. I keep burping because I ate too much. Okay, let me zoom in, because It's kind of small. I get it. Okay, let's zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Is this large enough? Very good. Okay, battlegrounds only. Arizona, 8,000 votes. 8,000 ballots in Arizona. No, that's not represented. Nevada, no, not representative. North Carolina, 51,000. North Carolina, not represented. I mean, Democrats are winning here, but it's not representative. This says nothing. Okay, Georgia says not 9,000. Okay, the states that do save something from early votes. Wisconsin, 19% Republican. How is this looking good? Democrats 40, other 41. Bet how many of those others are voting down Harris? And how many of those 19% Republicans are actually voting Harris? It's not Harris versus Trump. It's Democrat registered voters versus Republican registered voters. It's party registration. It's not actual votes for Harris or Trump. Are those numbers you want in Wisconsin if you're GOP? Michigan, 57 to 34, 9% other. Is this what you want? 500,000 now. Pennsylvania, 400,000, 69% Democrat. Less than a quarter Republican, 8% other. This is like 75 to 25. If considering Republicans don't like, not a significant amount of them is going to vote down Harris. And according to almost all outlets, even the shilling ones, Harris is converting something like 9 to 12% of the Republican base. That's a swing vote. If it's 10%, that's 20% increase in the differential for Harris. Like, someone wanted me to go through the early voting numbers. It's right here. The blue wall seems solid. Unless something goes terribly wrong, or like people just stop voting because they think, oh, Harris is going to win, I don't sit home and not vote. Go out there and vote. Don't care about what polls say. Don't care about what I say. Don't care about what news say or what other YouTubers say. Go out there and vote. If we vote, the blue wall is secure. There's no possible way for her to lose. All these people talking about Harris, how is she going to name me the path? How is she gonna lose? Boom, boom, boom. 270. How is she gonna lose? She's got Nevada in the back, and unless she loses Phoenix, she's got Arizona. And if Georgia already went to Biden, North Carolina is going so much bluer in just one election cycle. We got possibly Florida going blue, and at the greatest of the stretch, Texas, and maybe Iowa, and maybe, well, 2nd District of Maine. Like, this could be the map. I'm serious about this. Okay, guys, look. This is not a landslide. I'm tired of this vocabulary, this like fear-mongering vocabulary. This is not a landslide. Guys, okay, how many of you are watching? I better make sure there are people watching this. Guys, Neon Fielder, don't forget Alaska. Thank you. I keep forgetting. Why do I keep forgetting? Anchorage is important. Lenny S1, good morning. There's 114 of you watching right now. I'm going to claim something. You guys better remember this. I don't want to hear no fear-mongering from now on, okay? This is not called a landslide. This is the map of an average Democrat versus an average Republican. This is the average performance, okay? Biden underperformed. In 2020, like people say, oh, Biden won by a landslide. No, he underperformed. Okay, like by any bounds reason, if Kamala Harris performs like any regular Democrat would perform in an election, this is the default map. Okay, guys, listen to this. There's no, all this toss-up is bullcrap. The news cooked this up so you guys can be fixated and keep your eyeballs on it. And also, I guess it's a good thing because at least it prevents a complacency from us because we want to go out and vote. Otherwise, 2016 could happen again. This is the default Democratic map because there are just too many cities in these swing states to like not make up a win. If a Democrat performs well, he or she should take Florida. Okay? And he or she do better, he should take either Iowa or maybe Alaska, maybe even Texas. And if that person is really out of their mind, they would take Ohio. they will take Maine 2nd District. Okay, you know what a landslide looks like for Democrats? Stop telling me there are no swing states. Okay, the swing state. Okay, you know what the map looks like, guys? Stop it. Okay, this is lean Democrat. Okay, these are lean Democrat. That's it. You know what's a swing state? Florida, Iowa, Texas, Alaska, and Maine 2nd District. These are swing states. Okay, Ohio is not a swing state, unfortunately. South Carolina is not a swing state, unfortunately. Kansas and Missouri are not swing states. I know people say Indiana, Obama did magic, but it's not a swing state. It's like something like this. Okay, maybe it's like this. These are the swing states, guys. You got fooled. You guys got completely mollywopped by the media. Exactly, Frank Mercurial. No, the Atlas Intel poll, which is a 3-star pollster on New York on 538, showed black people voting 60% for Trump. Like, what the hell? Like, why release these polls? Okay, look, there are so many people giving all these like damn idiotic reasons to excuse these shilling posters. They're saying, oh, you know, the sample size is not big enough. Then don't release it. Well, if the sample size is not big enough, don't release it. Like, then why release it? You know the sample size is not big enough, then you release it for what? To gain clout, obviously. That's the reason. They release it to gain clout. I mean, that's like saying, guys, that's like saying, okay, let's say I'm an anesthesian working in a hospital. My job is to put the patient to sleep so the patient doesn't wake up in the middle of a heart surgery, struggling and like swinging the arms and legs as the person is in excruciating pain and the freaking blood is bursting out of his arteries, okay? Out of his atriums, okay? And it's spurting everywhere. That's my job. Do you think I will have the excuse of that happening on the surgeon's table and tell the surgeon, well, look, I didn't have enough anesthetics. I had like 1/5 of the required volume. Like, you're not going to be out of job. You go to jail. You'll be going to jail, you egregious, irresponsible thing, okay? Like, imagine, like, all these people shilling for the post. Oh, they got a small sample size. Bro, that's your job. Your job is to make sure there's enough sample size to be representative. Like, what the hell? Like, who are these people excusing the posters? What are these shows doing? You know why? Because, again, look, it's all about the views, guys. I know I sound a bit conspiracy-like, but no, like, according to what I see, they want to not entirely discredit the post, because if they entirely discredit the post, they don't got any content to work on. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? Because as the polls come in, the polls will fluctuate and they will have content to work on, whether they're pro-Harris or pro-Trump. So they want to discredit the polls to get a bit of a buzz, but they don't want to discredit entirely as they should, because they want to get more content, because polls are going to update from a daily basis. And they're just dishonest. Like, how can you release a poll and tell people, oh, the sample size is not representative? Dude, can I work as a renovator and go into your house and paint like half a wall? Out of the 4 or 5 walls, I paint half the wall. And then I just leave and bill you. And when you ask me, like, what the hell is going on? Why is only half the wall painted? I'm like, I ran out of paint. Like, bro, it's your job to ensure there's enough paint before you start on the work, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do as a renovator, as a painter? Like, what do you mean you don't got enough paint? Is that my problem? This is ridiculous. The way where there's so many people shilling for these polls because they got a alignment of interest. They have a common interest to get views. So they would discredit each other to make up like some fake little beef, but they won't tear each other down. And they should. They should. Right? Yeah. And all these like margin, 5% margin. You know what 5% of margin of error means? Yeah, that's insane. 5%. Like, some people say it's like up to 9.7%. Can you imagine I painted your wall and like I also painted your window red or blue or whatever, black, and you go home, you find like your window frame and like half of the paints of your house are painted black, and I'm like, look, my painting job has a 10% margin of error plus minus. Like, no, and nowhere in life would you accept these numbers. Like these ranges of error. But we accept it in polls because it's good for views. Ridiculous. Again, like what New York Times just released a poll of Pennsylvania being +3, +4. And people are like, oh, is New York Times, Siena College back to the grind again? Are they back to the good things? Well, I guess yes, because that's done on purpose. They will be sane for a moment and be unhinged in the next moment. So they can flip-flop and make you panic because you can't be on stable footing. And you always return the next day to see what's happening because you're not sure. And that's how they get views. They'll be sane one day and unhinge another. That's how it works, guys. Again, like, this is what the swing state map looks like. All these other, like, quote-unquote swing states are regular Democrat-leaning states. On a normal Democrat versus normal Republican, this is what it looks like. Okay, and the swing states are Florida, Texas, Alaska, Iowa, and Maine 2nd District. These are the swing states. Okay, you want to talk about the swing states? These are the swing states, not freaking Pennsylvania. Okay, now that's all contingent on the fact that you go out there and vote. If you go out there to vote, this is what it looks like. Okay, and if you really, really want women to have rights, if you really, really want your mother who gave birth to you to have birthing rights, okay? If you're basically anywhere near a human by any civilization's principle, okay? If you want the person who gave birth to you to have birthing rights, if you want your daughter to have rights and not be the one who is shot by the law of gun, by the gun of law, and let the offender live on in jail for the rest of his life. He get to live. Your daughter gets to die because she goes for an abortion. Okay, if you're not ghoulish enough to that degree, flip Florida blue, flip Texas. Like you have to convince me with your actions. 389, guys. Look at this number. Don't go anywhere. I know there's like 130 of you right now. Look at this number. If we don't hit this number, we underperformed. Because the overturning of Roe v. Wade is a once in a century. It has been kept for the past 50 years. It's a once in century event that affects more than 50% of the people who can vote in this country. If we can't even do this, like what the hell are you talking about? Seriously, guys, we have such low standards. Hit that like, folks. Put this thing in the algorithm. Was shocked the hell everybody by seeing it go blue. Again, like all these places, honestly, even Ohio. Seriously, like what are y'all doing? Like South Carolina, all these places need to go blue. Like if we don't get like a 400 something, or at least like 389, okay, at least we should get like 389. This is the minimum. If we don't get this, first thing that tells me women aren't serious. If they don't get this, they're not serious. Look, let's take for example, if Kamala Harris went out here and said something like, if men self-pleasures, that is murder, and we're gonna jail them, and we're gonna put them in prison for 4 years, and like she actually did that for the past 2 years and put thousands of men in jail for pleasuring themselves, okay? If she ever did that, you know what would happen? Guys, you know what the map will look like? Have you guys seen Reagan's map in 1984? Armando, Machado, what's your PA prediction? Similar margins of 20? More. I'll say more. Thank you for tuning in. Mind Bullets. Thank you for all the Sukla, Rai. Thank you all. Thank you for your comments, for active chats. You know what would happen if Kamala did that? You guys seen Reagan's map in 1984? That's what it's gonna look like. And plus Minnesota will also go. It will be 538 to 0. It will be a 538 to 0 win for the Republicans. If Kamala Harris did what Donald Trump did to men, but that she did it to women, it's gonna be 538 to 0. There will be no election. In fact, people would, some of you might say, well, what if they try to shoot her? What if they try to shoot her? Well, you know what? There'll be less shots fired in this election if it was Kamala Harris who did it. You know why? Because the first shot won't miss. The first shot won't miss. If she did that, there will be no election because there will be no candidates. Tim Walz have to spend his entire life hiding and running from crazies who would dox his location and chase him down. If whatever we did to women were what Kamala Harris has done to men, there will be no election. Like what I say, and now the women outnumber men in the total number of votes. If women are actually serious about their rights, like men are serious about their rights, if we don't get this, if we can't even get 389, if we can't even beat Obama numbers, then guess what? Women are not serious about their rights. Women are not serious. If we can't even get this, stop telling me about voter suppression. What type of voter suppression would turn the map not like this but red if Kamala Harris did what Donald Trump did to men? I mean, to women, but to men. Seriously, guys, tell me I'm right. We're deadly serious. No one will ever take our rights away. Took too long to attain that. 50 years, wild hearts. For the past 50 years, before that, hundreds of years. Do you know how many women literally died? How many of your foremothers died, arrested on the streets to get this? And all for one man to botch it all. And like, you can't even hit this and tell me this is a landslide after they overturned Roe v. Wade and has Project 2025 lined up. This is a landslide, ladies. What are y'all talking about? Do you want respect? Do you want me to respect? Do you want men to respect you? You want men to respect you? Do this. Okay? You want men to respect you? You know what men will respect? They will respect this. They will respect this. You want men to respect you? They will respect this. How about that? Show me. Turn Tennessee blue. They will respect that. Turn Kansas, Missouri blue. Turn it all blue. They will respect that. They will respect that. Turn Utah blue. They will respect that. Like, what's going on? Y'all. Thanks for the facts. Well taken. Myron Hines. Frank Mercure. We all hope women will show up and vote and to save our country and save our freedom. Yeah. If they're serious about saving their own freedom, that is. This is one. Look, you want people to respect you? Show us. Don't tell me. Show me. Don't tell me. Don't go on TikTok and tell me. Show me. Show me you're serious. Show me. This is not a landslide. What are y'all ladies talking about? This is the landslide after they took Roe v. Wade. This is a landslide. Biden would have done this if he tried harder. Come on. We got low standards out here in America. Y'all for low standards, ladies, gents? Y'all for low standards? Make this happen. Like people are saying Arizona could go to Trump. Arizona has abortion on ballot. How is that going to lose? Any place with abortion on ballot, Tennessee, Kansas, Missouri, like any place, Montana, Utah, like none of these places should go red. Like Indiana, didn't Obama take Indiana? South Carolina, and none of these places should Republicans be winning. Come on, y'all outnumber men. You can't make this happen. You tell me you're serious? You're all not serious, man. Come on. Make me respect you, ladies. Do it. Prove it. He's almost 80 and soils himself. Exactly. He just soiled himself at a rally. And Harris released her records, now daring Trump to do his. He's not. Trump also abandoned his rally attendees in the desert at Coachella in Arizona, California. He's campaigning in California, New Jersey, New York, and Colorado. Wow, the real swing states of California and New Jersey. Wow, brilliant. And people are telling me the election is close. To who? Even after Trump and his surrogates massively flood a self-sponsored poll on 538, she's still winning 538. Like, how is this close? The only way this could be close is that women don't give a damn. At least not as much as they claim. If women give a damn, they win. There's no way. There's just no way. It's a landslide. It will be a landslide conditioned that women and men too go out there and vote like they say they will. All these people who are saying, I'm pro-democracy, pro-freedom, I want to preserve my freedom, all these Texan men who's like, freedom, 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 democracy, democracy. Go out there and vote. Don't tell me, show me. Like, this is not a blowout, guys. How many times do I have to say this? This is not a blowout. This is not a... People keep telling me, oh, dude, you're delusional. This is the average performance after they take away Roe v. Wade, after they did Gen 6 insurrection, after they try to take away our democracy, after they take away our literal most basic autonomies and rights, after they wouldn't certify the 2020 election. J.D. Vance literally could not answer the question. And this is the vice president, right? The president said nothing to the angry crowd that wanted to hang Mike Pence, who was the last man, who was the last real Republican man running for office, even as a vice president, who actually did his oath while he was still a vice president and could be killed. Okay? Like, all of these, like, how can you be a Republican and vote for Donald Trump? This is the minimum standard. I don't want to hear nothing else. Oh, she might barely win the blue wall and that wins the election. Yay, let's clap like a bunch of fools. What is this? What is this? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are y'all serious? Because I'm dead serious about the elections. You guys don't, y'all, not like you guys who are listening right now. I'm talking about the people who might be watching this, the playback after the stream. Like, this is the bare minimum. You can't do worse than this. If it's beneath 400, I'm gonna rage. Like this again. Okay, do this. 425. Can we do this? 425. Let's go. Can we do this? Seriously, Bangkok High. Really now? Yeah, really. If women are serious, that's the map. If they're not serious, then we go get whatever the garbage we get with this fear-mongering crap, with the with this. Where's my window? With this, okay. Wow, she won. Wow, clap. Let's celebrate. Celebrate what? This map after Roe v. Wade? This map after Gen 6? Really? This is the map after the non-peaceful transfer of power? Guys, come on. Go out there and vote. This election is not close. This election is not close. My prediction today is this, okay? My prediction today is this. If this were to happen today, this is the minimum I'm expecting, okay? No less. If anything goes less than this, I give up on women. I give up. I just give up. Y'all not serious, okay? This is called doing slightly better. Just slightly better. And you know what a landslide look? This is a landslide. Okay? This is a landslide. You know what would be a landslide? Okay, this is a landslide. You want this is a landslide. Okay? What my prediction today is, bear me most conservative bias prediction today. This. Okay? This is my prediction today. Kamala Harris will be winning the presidency with 349 electoral votes, which is not a landslide, but it's enough, more than enough, to inaugurate her as the 47th president of the United States of America. And this is my prediction. Bare minimum. We could possibly not hit this. And if we don't, if we win, if we don't even hit this, I'm going to give up on women. And men too, because clearly we don't care. It's a black thing, whatever. You're so right. The firm LLC, with everything that's happened, it shouldn't be closed. Exactly. I know that women don't tolerate subservient status. Go out there and crush it. You ladies are strong. Krungus, yeah, don't laugh. Dude, seriously. Like, if we can't even get this after Roe v. Wade, for 50 years, hell got overturned by one man without going through Congress. Like, I'm gonna give up. Seriously, I'm gonna change like the description of my channel, which is women's politics and keeping sanity in an insane world. Like, seriously, because it just a disappointment at that point. Okay, make Texas blue too, please. Don't wait for 2020. Do it now. Go out there and vote. Okay, this is the landslide map. This is the landslide. You guys want landslide? This is the landslide. I show y'all landslide. This is the landslide. You want landslide? This is the landslide. Okay, do this. With that, guys, I think the stream today was. What do you think about a post? Trump is sponsoring his own post. That's all I can say. Like, he's panicking. Dude, guys, this is not close. Haley is endorsing Kamala Harris. Nikki Haley. Liz Cheney endorsing Kamala Harris. Howard Stern endorsing Kamala Harris. Taylor Swift. They freaking everyone is endorsing Harris. Women are going to go for Harris. Men are turning to Harris. Harris is winning suburbs by winning so many small business owners. She's converting boomers. She's energizing the youth. Like she's winning back white men compared to Biden's numbers. Like, how is this close? And the debate too, both the presidential debate and the vice presidential debate. This is not close. Thank you for being here. The vote difference of over 10 million, not good enough. 20 million, because they're 150 million women. What is it? Or 200 million? However, 170, 180 million, 10 million too small. Y'all thinking small. Y'all are thinking small. I don't like that. I love the fact that you think she's winning. That's too few. 10 million, too few. Not enough. 20 million is the bare minimum. Pennsylvania is the decisive state. Honestly, I think if everyone goes out to vote, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. If everyone goes out to vote, there will be no decisive. There will be no decisive state. Seriously, Krungus. I did. Okay, watch the stream on playback. You'll understand everything I said. Okay, there will be no such thing as the decisive state if everyone goes out there to vote, especially women. There's no such thing as a decisive state. She's just gonna win decisively at all. There's no decisive state. Seriously. But again, our democracy, our freedom, and our future forward depends on whether women will take this election seriously like they say they will. I'm calling it. Kamala Harris, this is your map. This is your map today. Go out there and vote. Don't sit on your butt and like complain and doom and gloom or be complacent. Go out there and vote. This is the minimum map. Anything less like this, I give up. Okay? Promise me, all the ladies, there's more than 100 of you in here. Promise me. Put it in the chat. Come on, you tell me in the chat. Why are you guys so silent? Why are you ladies so silent? Put it in the chat. Tell me. Okay, tell me. Just type the number 349. 349. Okay, I'm gonna do it first. Okay, I'm not a woman, but I'll do it first. 349. Show me. 349. Thank you so much. I was so worried that election and diehard Trump vote. Again, if women vote, Trump loses. That's it. That's one condition. There's no swing state. If women vote, win. Don't vote, maybe not. If they don't vote hard enough, we could still win, by the way. But if they vote hard enough, no chance. 349. 349. Michael LaVille, 349. Thank you for chatting. And I assume you're a dude. Where the ladies at? Unless like all 100 of you are men, which I think is ridiculous. Armando Machado, I think she will win but lose Florida by a point, unfortunately. And again, like that's possible. Holiday 349. This life was my Benadryl. Thank you. I love you. Owen from Ohio 349. More. We need more. That's 100 of you from Detroit 349. Michigan big win. Florida is longer. I believe again. If women in Florida 6-week abortion ban by DeSantis. Hurricane funds denied by DeSantis. Project 2025 to remove disaster aid. Enforce national abortion ban. Like what do y'all ladies want now? Come on. 349 minimum. Katrina Jones, thank you. Krungus, thank you. 349 minimum. I'm not asking for more. 6-week abortion ban. Women out here dying in a car parking lot, bleeding out to death as their husband can't do anything about it because the doctors are afraid to go to jail. How many men are crushed seeing the love of their life, seeing the high school sweetheart that end up marrying each other, having a baby, wanting to carry to term, dying in the car parking lot, having no choice, and Texas going to enact state lines to prevent pregnant women from even going out of state to seek birth treatment. Are y'all even men? What does men even mean? What does men even mean? Where's the men out here? There's 100 of you. Where the men at? Where the real men at? Don't give me this bullcrap. Where y'all at? Show me. 349. Dallas for Harris. Let's go. Pamela Ross. Let's go. Let's go. One love. Big love. Giving y'all the love. Where the real men at? Where the real classic conservative men at? Freedom, democracy. Where y'all at? I don't see y'all. If we don't see this map, y'all be bull. Y'all be bulling. Y'all be bull. Okay? If we don't see the men and women, bull. This is the map. Minimum. Not this bull. I'm calling it. I'm fired up. Y'all. Are y'all fired up? Let's go. 349. Let's go. We got 3 more weeks. This is the energy. This is the crush it. Early vote. Mail-in vote. Even you got absentee ballot vote. Election day, crush it. Crush it all. Where the real men at? Where the real men at? Y'all ladies, serious? Are y'all serious? About your rights? About the rights of your daughters? You want to see her pass from some BS laws made by one man and his surrogates who will never be out of office because there are no term limits for Supreme Justices? J.D. Barner, thank you. 349, this is the number. And you know what? We got one fire stream today. And this is the map that I want to see. And the standard I set for America and your future. Okay? And with that, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Remember to vote. Screw the polls. Screw the news. Screw the left tubers and the right tubers and whoever else, even me. Okay? Vote. Vote like your life depends on it, because it does. And so does your daughter's life. And with that, guys, may God bless America. Thank you all for watching.